Hey guys, how you doing? It's KJ coming at you today. Once again in Raid Shadow Legends, and once again we're over on the free-to-play account. I thought I'd give you a quick update on how it's going, what challenges I've found, and also how you can progress your free-to-play missions faster. So, right, let's jump straight in and we'll show you how we have progressed this account so far. So, since the last video, we are now up to our third 6-star champion done. Deliana has now been 6-starred and is starting to get some form of masteries coming through. Kale, once again, was 6-star in the last video, had his full masteries, and that has not changed. His artifacts haven't changed. And we have also, since 6-starred, Frozen Banshee, who has come through and is, as most people know by now, a great clan boss champion. Between her and Kale, in the last few days, I've managed to move from beating, well, I'll tell you what, I will show you. No, I do not want your offers. There's nothing you could do to make me spend on this account. So clan boss, I've used 3 keys so far today. I've now 2 keyed hard and 1 key normal. Whereas a week ago with only Kale, I think I was just on the 1 key normal, but I was also on I think it worked out to about 4 key hard with just Kale and Frozen Banshee at 50. Now, Frozen Banshee at 60. I've also managed to bring in a Grave Chill Killer. Once again, lifesteal gear. Nothing special, no stupid gear on it. These are, I think in fact, 2 of these are actually starter pieces. 2 4-star epics are starter pieces. Kale, once again, has got, I think Kale's got 3 of the starter pieces on him still. Frozen Banshee has got, no insane gear. These are just little bits of gear that have been farmed from campaign or early dragons. Bit of early spider on these. Literally HP just to try and get some more survivability through. So none of the builds are ridiculous. The builds are coming on. And I've managed to push quite a bit further through. And then, of course, got very happy the weekend on the 2x and pulled a Miscreated, who I've got into quickly thrown together immortal sets to get not great rolls for him. Defensive roll, resistance roll, but this is the best one I have. I may have a different one now. I'm starting to get bits of gear rolling through. So immortal, nothing legendary, but nothing really is going to be great. And in that one, possibly if it double rolled speed would be considerable. And then, yeah, nothing's rolling. Ironically, on a defensive set, nothing's rolling defensive stats. They're all rolling offensive stats. And if I could get that everywhere. So my cruel and immortal gear so far has been sort of mirror opposites of where you actually want it to be. But they're getting there. They're working. The account is progressing very nicely. So Miscreated will be taken to a 5-star for now. So I'm going to work on the logic that actually, out of these champions here, because from Miscreated up are the champions I'm going to be keeping. So Apothecary, War Maiden, and Miscreated, possibly Soulbound for now, are going to stay as, are going to be taken to 5-star, will stay as 5 stars. Cold Heart will become a 6-star. Ultimate Death Knight is going to go up to 60. And Grave Chill will be taken up to 50 and will probably become a 60 if I haven't got anything better by the time I get round to finally 6-starring her. Because it will, from this point on, go Ultimate Death Knight, Cold Heart, Miscreated. Because Miscreated, I still use him on my main account in my Spiders 20 team. And I've seen people using him on, Spider 25 teams. He can be used right through to end game and is a fantastic HP style support champion. Just for, really, his shield here. This shield attacks all enemies. In Spiders, this is ridiculous because he can hit so hard. Gets HP up. Get him a bit of damage built in, and he will hit hard. He will provide a fantastic champion. I actually used him as my main shield champion on my main account until I pulled a Valkyrie. That was the only time on my main, apart from spiders, he came out. He's only still in my spiders because he's speed tuned in my spiders team. And then we have Arena still sat. Managed to get myself back up to silver 4. Literally just looking for the easy fights. I'm still running the same. My team hasn't changed at all, other than I now run Ultimate Death Knight. That's just for a little bit more survivability, so I can take slightly harder fights on. But as everyone has seen, he is ridiculous. He is possibly one of the best free champions they've ever done, Ultimate Death Knight. The only person I think they did that was better than him was probably Ninja. But Ultimate Death Knight is a fantastic champion. And then in dungeons, I've managed to push myself through to stage 13, Ice Golem. 13 of Dragons. In fact, I've stopped at 13 because I've got a relatively good time. And this stage, really, it's the worst affinity for me. So until I'm in a position I know I can beat that, I'm not going to try. Or until a challenge comes up where I need to beat that, I probably won't push much further. Fire Knights, I'm up to stage 9. I could probably push to stage 10, maybe. I don't know, I haven't tried. Then Spider's Den, we're up at stage 10. They're actually, approaching the mid-game level dungeons here. And, of course, Minotaurs. I've got a nice stage 14 farm going on. And it is everyone I am keeping and want masteries on is just in the team. Because I'm using my gems for energy rather than for masteries. I've bought Cal's masteries and I should probably save and buy another set, but I haven't yet. My recommendation at this point of what you'd have done differently to me is if you were doing this to do a keeping account and to keep the account going for a long time, you would have bought Cal's masteries, got him up to 6-star. And then Deliana was my second 6-star. So at that point, you'd have got her up to 6-star and bought her masteries as well. So you had two full level 60s, fully ascended champions with masteries. And then you would either buy yourself a third set of masteries, so Frozen Banshee in this case, or you'd go with your gem mine. So my recommendation would usually be to buy 2 sets of masteries, and then all of your gems go into your gem mine, because your gem mine will pay you back, and it is essentially it's unlimited gems for the entirety of how long you're playing this game. You're going to be playing this game for over 6 months. Take this to level 3, and it will pay you back in 6 months. It takes 6 months for this to pay you back, and that's not including then anything you can farm out of tournaments. So these 15 here would just be a bonus if you'd done that. Same in the training event. The 15 in the champion training event, they'd just be a bonus. So all of my energy at the moment is going into campaign. And this is something I'm doing differently to how I'd recommend most people do it. So most of the time at this point, you'd be coming into campaign, Brimstone Path, stage 3 on the hardest difficulty you can. So this is, for me, that's brutal. I've got up to brutal and I can clear this with 1 champion. And what you normally do is play stage 3 here with 1 champion, 3 food champions in, and run that through. And I will show you now. I'll do a run of this and I'll do a run of what I'm actually doing to show you the difference. So because Cal's built out for all content, he's not built out as a campaign farmer. It's a little bit slower than the ideal time for doing this, but he still does it. So there you go. You can see there, I managed that in, it was 16 seconds, 8,652 XP per person. So I lost out on 2 lots there because I completely forgot to take Grave to that, I'm not going to lie. And then the shield that sells for 9,000 silver. So that would be the way you'd typically farm your food up. What I'm doing is actually farming here. So this time I will remember to take Grave Chat out. And let's see if... trying to make sure everyone I need for that fusion at the end of this tier of challenges is done. And I'm on the last one now, so that's absolutely fine. And let's back a 2-star in. We'll play this again. Hopefully, I'll be able to show you why I'm doing it this way rather than the 12-3 method. On to the final round. There we go. So this is 8,800. So although it's not a lot of XP difference, there is a XP difference. But that will add up over time. And of course, if you are... and then the boots, of course, sell for less silver than the shields do. The shields sell for the most silver in the game. It's just that simple. They just do. So to farm it efficiently, you're farming 12-3 and selling every shield you get from that set. If you want the balance of energy, of silver per energy spent. If you're just worried about XP, then even farming how I am isn't the most efficient way of doing it. You would farm Nightmare campaign 12-6. I have pushed on just to see whether I could and jumped up here. And as you can see, these times are not great. And this is using Kale and Eliana. I mean, rewards are great up here, but that is not my concern unless there is a mission to do so. So, on that note, let's jump over to the missions and see how they're going. So, I've managed to progress myself now to 37 of 75 for this set for the legendary books done. Currently on stage 13 or higher of the Ice Golem. And once again, there's not anything here that is too untoward that this account can't do. So we're stage 13 of the Ice Golem peak or higher. That's fine. I can farm stage 13. That's just an energy game. 3 stars, Palace of Aravia, brutal, done. 2 tier 4 masteries for 2 champions. That's fine. I can farm that. That's not a problem. Stage 13 of the Arcane. I believe I'm there. We'll go view those in a moment. Stage 7 of Tilsha and Brutal, done. 3 rank 6 champions, done. Stage 13 of Dragons. 5-star or 6-star artifacts, done. That's just a silver. That's just throwing energy at a challenge. 3 stars on stage 7 of Tilsha and Brutal, done. Stage 13 of the Magic Keep, I can farm. Level 6 Ascension, done. Bottom out straight, Brutal, done. 13 in the Minotaurs, we've just seen. I'm ahead of that, so I can do that. That's not a problem. That just needs 130 energy or whatever it is thrown at it. 100 champions in Classic Arena, that will just take some time. So that could be anywhere from 25 to 60 battles, depending on what sort of opponents you're finding and how your team is progressed. 3 tier 4 masteries for 2 champions. That, once again, just need some energy throwing at it. I'm at the stage where I could do it. I just need to farm up tier 4 masteries for 2 champions. I've got them on 1. So I should have them on Daliana within the next few days. Bottom straight, Brutal, done. Stage 13 of the Spirit, I can do. Campaign is all done on Brutal. 4 champions with 6 level 16 artifacts. That's just silver. Again, campaign is done. Force Keep. I think I'm clear of stage 13. I'm not entirely sure. It's 11, 12, or 13, somewhere like that. We'd have a look, but I don't know what day it is. I think it is Force, isn't it? So we'll have a look. 4 rank 6 champions, which I will have by the time this rolls around. Godfrey's Crossing on Brutal, done. Stage 13 of the Void Keep, I can clear. So that, once again, is just energy. Champion, 3 level 6 Ascension, done. Great Hall, 2 Great Hall bonuses to level 4. That will not be all that difficult to do. That's just, once again, that's time. This is the thing, it's time consuming some of these challenges are, especially the arena challenges. And some of the champion ones can be quite time consuming as well. This is where buying masteries early on actually helps. So you could go back and do this all again from the start and just save all of your gems, never buy any energy. I actually think that before you even get this sacred, you could have tier 4 masteries for multiple champions. You could have minimum 2 champions with tier 4 masteries, which would then push you almost instantly to stage 12, 13, 14, or 15 of Minotaurs with just your 2 champions and a food champion you want to get masteries on, which would make this challenge a lot easier. Campaign is done. Dungeon, stage 10 of Fire Knights, as you've seen, we are there. Stage 7, Hallowed Halls, done. 4 champions to level 60. So these come in usually pairs. They usually have get four rank 6 champions, and a couple of challenges later you'll have champions at level 60, which by the time they roll around from the previous challenge, if you're being efficient, you will have done. This one, it's doable. I'm at the point I could do it. It's just going to be time consuming because of it's got to be a 5-star or 6-star banner, and it's a lot of RNG rolled around into running spiders. Level 6 Ascension. As soon as I 6-star another champion, they'll go straight up to 6-star Ascension. That one will be done as soon as I get the 6-star champion. Demon Lord, 7.5 mil, so one more 6-star, and that'll be fine. That'll be doable and easy. I mean, I'm at about 6.2 now. And that's without Frozen Banshee done and masteries and things like that, so that's not a problem. That should fly by once I've got Banshee leveled up and some more masteries on people. Silver 3 in Classic Arena is done. I'm there. I'll be farming above that for the remainder of this challenge now. And Fused Relic Keeper. So what I have done, we go to the Relic Keeper Fusion. I actually have all of these 4 champions I need here in my vault at almost maxed out 3-star. And what I will do is when that challenge starts arising, I'm going to start filling this with 3-star food champions. So I can take these, strap up to 4-star, pop them all in for 30 campaign runs, and just start maxing their levels out and ascending them. So my Great Hall, once again, it's come on a little bit since last time. I've done a couple of the force, resistance, and accuracy. And that's simply for... Oh, I'm in the way of seeing my own button here. Death Knight and Deliana. Because I'm trying to get Deliana's accuracy up. She's got... Is that her A1? Yes. With a leech on her A1. And then if it was Ultimate Death Knight, I'm trying to get his up because he has his fear and things like that that are used for decreased attack, which is brilliant against the clan boss. And his provoke. Trying to get his provoke off every time. And of course, I have my 1-star blessing on him, which I don't... 20% chance of smite. It's great against the clan boss. It helps. It's helped push me to the 1 key on normal and then the easy 2 key on hard. I'm hoping over the next few days I can push on through and get that up to approaching a 1 key hard. If I can get a almost 1 key hard, I know then I'm probably not all that far off a 4 key brutal. But it is quite a jump at this point to go from 11.6 million damage up to 21.6. So it's almost double the damage jump up. Which is a lot to ask for, but without masteries and things like that going on, actually quite reasonable to do. So, right, I'm going to jump in and try and take this Deliana team down before my refresh comes back. But yeah, this is something that has been quite interesting so far to see how this works as free to play and trying to get through these missions. Because I see a lot of people having trouble early game with the things that actually, I don't know whether it's because I've played my main account for some time or I have, somewhat better knowledge than certain people do within the game. But actually, a lot of things people are struggling with early game actually haven't been that much of a problem so far. And of course, I'm stage 13 of Dragons. I can get 6-star gear from Dragons. And I haven't even got High Cartoon. I'm that new to the game. This account is that young. I haven't got High Cartoon yet. I don't get High Cartoon for another, 3 hours. And then she will go straight into my clan boss team. I can't click the button without looking. Ultimate Death Knight will come out. High Cartoon will go in. And I've already started. I've got, this piece here. It's not going to do it now because, there we go. Double speed. 5-star, double speed roll. Chest. Double speed roll shield. No, I don't want to get to 12. Definitely don't want to get to 12. Single roll speed. That's, what, between those 3 pieces? That's 8. 18. 31. 31 speed between those 3 pieces. Then another 30 speed here. 61. Plus a single speed roll there. And a single speed roll there. So actually, this rare piece is faster than the epic piece. Just because I got the double accuracy roll. But that will be great for someone later on in the game. And then all I'll do is I'll tune High Cartoon to go before Apothecary. The Apothecary at the moment is at 200 speed. And yeah, he's just, single roll, single roll, single roll, single roll, 1 speed, 35 speed. Even these sets help. The only time they don't help is with Law of Steel. Because I don't believe Law of Steel works on those sets. I believe it works on speed sets, but it doesn't work, I don't think, on divine speed sets. Like, it doesn't work with blessings either and things like that. It doesn't work with... There's a lot of things it doesn't work with in comparison to other masteries. But actually, if divine speed gear is your fastest gear, use it. You still get the 12% speed bonus. So it's a great investment, but it's just not as good as, in my opinion, standard speed. Like perception gear. If you don't have half decent perception gear, running just accuracy gear is perfectly fine. I have bits of accuracy gear here that, some of this I might not roll. This piece I've kept. I don't know whether I'll ever roll it, but I've kept it. This piece I kept and it double rolled. Okay, it's rolled a great stat, but it hasn't rolled the stat I wanted. Sometimes they're just the little things that you have to think about. And of course, Spiders. Now Spiders is coming along. I do also have a couple of these reaction pieces coming through. Revenge. These are from the previous Clan versus Clan. I've now moved on from that clan. I outgrew that clan within about a week of being with them. I've moved on actually to one of the smaller clans, the newer clans, lower hitting clans within the cluster that my main account is in. But that is a update on how this account is going, the things I've managed to do, and where the account stands. So I'll be back with you again in another couple of days. Hopefully we'll have pushed on more missions. We'll have some more great haul bonuses and things like that to show you, and maybe even some clan boss rewards and some clan boss news. So on that note, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit the like button below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads in this series. This series is going to run until I get arbiter, and hopefully it will be in a record time. So make sure you let me know in the comments how fast you think I'll be able to get arbiter on this account. And for now, I'll catch you next time.